Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to today's live stream, Monday Maintenance live stream. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to configure quota management in Akeeba Backup. If you keep running Akeeba Backup, you can actually fill up your web space, especially if you have a large site. Fill up the space in your web hosting account, and you don't want to do that. And Akeeba has some settings that you can use in order to manage that and keep your account from ending up full. So let's head over to the screen here and we will check that out. Remember, each month we have a giveaway for a 1-year membership to manage one site on myjoomla.com. So check out the link below or the card above to go and enter. You're going to be at basicjoomla.com and go to giveaways, and you can enter there. And not too many people entering these contests so far. They are every month, so your odds of winning are pretty good. Now let's check out how to do this quota management in Akeeba Backup. And by the way, why not type in the chat to let me know if you're watching, what city you're watching from, because I'll check the chat afterwards. Now, I'm assuming already that you know about Akeeba Backup, and if that's a new term for you or you haven't installed Akeeba Backup on your website, then check the link below and do that, because it is a great tool for backing up your Joomla site just in case stuff happens. Stuff can happen to your site if a database goes south or something just while it's running while you sleep or not even working on it. But when you get updating your site or installing extensions, it's good to have a backup to go to. And so there is a free version of Akeeba Backup, and there's also a pro version, which gives you lots of features that you can use. So once you have Akeeba Backup installed, and again, check out that tutorial, I'll show you how to get that, you can go to Components and Akeeba Backup. And what we're going to do is then click and go into Configuration. Now when we click on that, I just want to show you in this tab, on this site, I already have 6 backups, and there are 4 obsolete backups as seen by these grayed out trash cans. And basically what will happen is, what we're going to do is configure Akeeba so that it only hangs on to the number of good completed backups that you want it to, and that eventually it will delete older ones, and you can leave reference to those backups, or you can take them out altogether. And so when we go to this tab back into Akeeba, we're going to scroll down just to this section here, Quota Management. So the first option that you can set is how many obsolete records to keep. So basically, as I said before, when Akeeba prunes out an old backup, it will leave an obsolete record to show you that it took place. The log gets deleted and the files get deleted, but it's still there to tell you that it actually happened, if that information is important to you. Right now you see we've got 4. I'm going to change this setting to something custom, and in fact, I won't do custom. I'm just going to stick with 1. I only want to see 1 obsolete record. All right, the next option we have here is Enable Size Quota, and basically you can manage the backups on your site. You can have a failsafe there. You could decide, well, and later on we'll set a quota, but you could say, well, I don't want really more than, let's say, 256 megabytes of backups existing in my account. So we could enable the size quota. So basically what would happen there is, once all of your backups, if the size of them adds up to more than the number you set, the oldest one gets deleted. So I've actually had sites where I only wanted a few backups kept, but for some reason the site had grown in size, or the database, or there's something, it got huge, and that started to create problems for me. And so that's another fail-safe, just in case something goes on, or you upload a file, a huge picture to your site, or backups, or you install another Joomla install in your account, and it gets backed up inside of another. If you want it as a safeguard just for space, you can use that option there to enable size quota, and you just set a size. And then finally, enable the count quota. This is where you set how many backup files you want to hang on to, different versions of your site that are backed up. And there you click that and you can set the quota. And here I'm going to just leave it at set at 5, but I'm going to activate that. So basically the next time, and I'm about to do that, I run a backup, it should prune down the number of existing backups of the site to 5 and also get rid of these obsolete records and only have 1. So let's just do that. We'll save that option. Those options as there. And then in this tab here, we'll go back to the control panel and we're going to just do a quick backup. And this is probably going to take about, it's been taking about 17 seconds. Of course, now that I've gone live to do this, it maybe is not going to go that fast. I'll give that a click again. There we go. So we'll just very quickly let this run and then we're going to check the results of what backups are there. While you were watching this, why not, I just want to encourage you, if this is helpful, if you appreciate these videos, if they're of some use to you, it would be great if you would subscribe and ring the bell in order to get notifications of new tutorials when they're up and new live streams that are happening. And we're just just a month away after end of October 2017, where things are really going to be really ramping up what's going on the channel here. All right, so that backup is finished. We will click Manage Backups, and you'll see now, according to the settings that we have, there are only 5 versions of complete backups, and there's only 1 obsolete version. Now, with Akeeba, you can set it in there's a number of ways that you can set so that Akeeba automatically backs up your website, maybe every night or every week. And so with these settings, and I'll do another tutorial on that another time, with these settings, though, you could have a backup from each week back 5 weeks. And if you ever needed to get something or something happened to your site, you hadn't checked it for a couple of weeks, so you went away on vacation, you came back, it was broken or something was wrong, you could go back to an old version. So that's what I want to show you on today's Maintenance Monday live stream, and I hope that was helpful. Again, if it was, if I've earned a subscription, that would be great. Also, why not like this video and share it as well. So that's everything that I've got for this live stream. Before we go to the chat and check this, we'll just sign off and say thanks for watching. Enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. All right, let's go to the chat here. Hey, look at that. There's Vinny. Good to see you from Vermont again. Yeah, I'm not surprised that you are using that on. I'm going to change my grandpa glasses here again. That you've got that on all your sites. Vinny, have you got them? Oh, just see. You also send, you send your backups offline storage like Google Drive. Always a good idea to store a copy. Yeah, that is good. Do you, Vinny? Do you have yours? Do you have yours backing up automatically on your sites? And also, if you do, are you using a cron job like in cPanel on your server, or are you using? I know my Joomla.com also offers scheduled backups, so it'll be interesting to hear. And then there's Smart Drive Test. Hey Tim, I'm looking particularly handsome in that orange shirt. Yes, and I will point this out. Let me let's switch back here to the screen. I'm gonna go to here, back to the basic Joomla site. I actually am wearing the same shirt that I have on in. I don't know if you can see that. I can't really make that any bigger. Anyways, I've got the same shirt that I have on in that avatar. And actually, I had to get a picture for my for the security badge, ID badge that I get when I'm visiting people at the hospital, and they wanted me to send them one, so I sent them one without the background. So true to my branding, I have that picture on my Google Plus. I don't think I have it on Facebook, but I have it on my basic Joomla site, and I've got it on my security pass for the hospital. So I was pretty happy to that was a fun thing to do. Okay, Vinny, yeah, Watchful.li offers scheduled backups too. That's right. And I think maybe you mentioned before that you use Watchful. So that's another service that can be used to schedule backups. I like it, and especially, like you said, for sending it off-site, because then if something happens to the server, you can also have that offsite backup. And I think one of the things I'm hoping to do with the customers and clients that I'm maintaining sites for is part of the package of maintaining for them is to back up to their site to a specific Dropbox folder. I use Dropbox, and then get them to share that folder with them. And then that way the client or the customer or the person you're helping always has a hard copy of a backup of their site. So if something happens to me and there's like confusion about what's going on because I've been hit by a bus or something like that, then that person can actually just say, hey, my web guy has disappeared, something has happened, but here is a backup of my site that's very recent. Can you make this work on your server and get me going again? So that would at least help with the website. Don't know so much about cPanel, although I'm looking for options to do that as well. Alrighty, so I think that, all right, I just finished reading Rick's comments here. Oh, backups, yeah, and we love you, Pastor Yoda. Maybe sometime I'll do a little fun video on why Rick from Smart Drive Test calls me Pastor Yoda. So I was actually looking up a Yoda video today to make a point, but it turned out it was the Lion King cartoon point that I want to make. Anyway, so it's good chatting with you guys. Good seeing you guys online. It was exciting. Man, I even tweeted the last time from the live stream last week when 3.8 came out because Vinny was on and we were chatting. I was like so excited to have one person that was on the live chat, and now there's two. So mind is blown. What else you got here, Vinny? I do the same thing with OpenDrive. It has a WebDAV option. Okay, so I'm not, WebDAV, is that when you're using, I'm not really totally familiar with that. Is that when you're running Joomla on your computer? I have a funny feeling that it's not that. Oh, I have a funny feeling that it's that. What is WebDAV? And OpenDrive. I don't know. I should. Oh, look, I still have this screen on here. Transition to the big full screen. Rick, thank you. Yes, you need some help with your live stream. Did you get your new webcam, Rick? I think Rick's using the same thing. I can't take my camera and shine it on it, but I think Rick is has ordered the same camera that I have. OpenDrive. Let me just look. I'm going to look this up right on the computer right now. I think I'm running about 10-second delay, guys. So, okay. So it's cloud storage, and let's see what their pricing is. Free. Oh, 5 gigs online. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I mean, for what my site is right now, this particular has 33 megabytes. Man, 5 gigs, you could back up a lot for a person. Yeah, that's a crazy amount. Oh, okay. All right, so it is on WebDAV is a way to connect to your cloud drive Explorer. It's like FTP format. Oh, okay, that's cool. I will definitely have to check that out because that's a nice, that's a good size. I forget what Dropbox is giving people for free as well, but I have a Dropbox a Dropbox business account which is unlimited. Oh, $10 for unlimited. Wow. Wow, that's pretty good. I think that's what I pay with Dropbox. Yeah, that's really good. I back up all my Dropbox. All my clients to Dropbox, the ones that I'm managing sites for. In fact, Rick's site is on there, and I think I back up to MySpace because I'm managing his site, and that's like, I forget what he's up to. I don't know if it's 300 or 400 megabytes. I'd have to log into a site and see. But yeah, that's cool. Is OpenDrive is it pretty fast? Do you find it the files upload pretty fast? Let me get back to what Rick said there. He did, and he's getting buzz back through the mics. Oh, you're thinking you might just need to get a new computer. Yeah, like get a PC this time, Rick. Yeah, PCs will help you. All right, Vinny, you said I do, but I forget what I asked. for you to say I do. Of course, I can go back and watch this afterwards and figure out the answer. Sorry about that. You know, one of the things I want to do. Oh, your whole computer backed up on. Yeah. Okay, you asked if it was fast. Wow, you can. Yeah, I guess that makes sense if you got unlimited for $10. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Rick. Yeah, I'm not funny. You're the funny one. I wonder, it could be a sound setting though, Rick, for your camera. We'll have to talk about that next time we're on Skype or something like that. Vinny, I'm curious, what speed connection do you have, and what's your bandwidth on your hosting account, or not your hosting account, your internet access? Because I could upload my whole computer, but I think I have a terabyte a month that I can upload. I'm on a fiber optic connection, but I'd have to double check that. Anyway, so just while you guys are answering that, yeah, when I watch live streams, I notice sometimes people's comments get passed up. And also, I noticed the other day I was actually chatting with someone that was doing a live stream, and ended up having a little discussion in with a couple of other people in the chat. We were talking about a topic, going back and forth, and the person, and this was not Rick's live stream, the person kept reading every individual comment and taking it as a comment by itself, not in the flow of everything. So some of his answers and some of the things he got talking about was really disconnected. Although I guess it's part of the genre too, because it's like having a conversation with someone on Messenger when you have two conversations and you figure out which sentence goes to which. But here it's with multiple people. So anyway, so this is good. Two people. I can practice perhaps 4 conversations if we each have 2 going on. It's 200 megabits per second down, 12 up. And there's unlimited bandwidth. That's good. So you can just let it run. And 200 megabits down, 12 up. Okay. Yeah, so that's good. The nice thing is no set threshold, so you can probably just let things run. Do you have it constantly syncing, or do you just sort of run a sync when you go to bed, or just let it update while you're sleep, or just while you're on the go? And yeah, I agree with you, Rick. If there's more, well, I'll take your word for it. If there's more than 20 or 25 people in the live stream, it's also impossible to keep up with everyone's comments. Yeah, I can see that. I guess that's where it's helpful to have a moderator, because then they can probably in a separate window. They can have a second window going with you and sort of alert you to things, and then you don't have to keep an eye on it. That's one way to go with moderating it as well. And I guess if you get big enough, there's the guys that only answer questions that come with the money, with the super chat money. So that's another way to manage it as well. But you are closer to that than me. Vinny says, depending on the drive, my video production drive is updated hourly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. I have you have a faster download, Vinny. I have a faster upload. I'm getting about 176 down, and I get 176 up. Here in up in Canada, here West Coast anyways, in Western Canada. It's a company called TELUS, and all of their packages are same rate up. Upload is same as download. And actually, I think I'm paying for 150 and getting 176. So they're always ramping them over. So that's fiber optic. That's glass right to my house. So that's actually kind of nice for especially for the video and the feeds and stuff like that. But then again, I have that bandwidth limit as well. So I do have to watch. Although unlimited, I think, is like an extra $15 a month. something like that. So 15 Canadian, if you can believe it. So yeah, you definitely recommend a moderator. That's the next step. Yeah, get a team together, get a Tim together. Well, you do some of your live streams on Sundays, and that's not a big work day for me. So maybe one of the other live streams would work. Cool. Alrighty, well, I'm definitely going to check out this OneDrive. I think I'm also going to do a tutorial someday on WeTransfer. That's in those videos that I've been working on with Peter Van Westen of Regular Labs. He had me, I sent him files via WeTransfer.com. And, oh, did I say OneDrive? Okay. I know it's OpenDrive. I just got OneDrive stuck on my head there because I do use OneDrive as well because I use Office 365. I will check out OpenDrive. But WeTransfer is really cool because I send him a file that's maybe 200 or 300 megabytes, and just one of the videos once I've crunched it, and it goes to him, and then he just downloads it, and it's free. They have a paid version for like massive transfers, but the one thing that I'm not sure, and like I said, I'll do it on WeTransfer maybe at some point. One thing that doesn't work super great is that if you send two files, you download them in a zip file, which is not a big deal unless you're using the file to send it to someone who's really a computer novice or doesn't really understand compression. In which case, then it adds the step of having to teach them how to download all the files. But that's something. That just all depends on the client you're working with. All right, Scout and Burn, say good night. Scout and Burn, good night, you guys. I hope you have a great sleep, and I thank you for watching over your dad's shoulders while I'm doing this. And also, I must admit, me doing a live stream is a lot quieter than when I'm talking to your dad on Skype and you guys keep talking and asking for things. But thanks for watching, you guys, and have a good sleep. What'd you like about? No, you said you said what you like about OneDrive. You can secure a folder and set a password to someone to open it, stream from the server, and more. Now you said OneDrive. I think you meant OpenDrive, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that just came in. All right, that's okay. I said OneDrive too. So when I was talking about it, so you can certainly do that as well. Cool. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to check that out because I was considering bumping up to the next level for Dropbox. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking in my head here. But if that's unlimited, and oh, look at that, up to 4 account users can share the account, and owner has option to manage access of each account user. I like that. I think I'm gonna definitely gonna get the free thing going and give that a try. Do you do they Vinny? Do they have referral link that you can you want to send me so that if I sign up, you get credit for it? Not quite. I think the delay here is 10 seconds. You get it 10 seconds after I say it, and I think maybe the chat comes in 10 seconds after you type it. So this is the good old days of satellite news reports. People are on the field, and the guy in the studio asks a question, and then you wait for that delay when it comes back. if you do get a link and you're looking, oh, not anymore. Okay, there it came in. Well, that's too bad. So I like to share the love when I can. You know, they're $5 a month deal here too for 500 gigabytes. That's not too bad just for starting out as well. Although daily, oh, okay, daily bandwidth 25 gigabytes. Well, yeah, so that would take you 10 days. Yeah. Yep. I see the difference there. You forgot to enter. Okay, that's fine. Cool. All right. Well, I think I have tea ready for me upstairs. My wife said she was going to make tea. I said, I'll just do this live stream first. It's probably cold now because I've been having such a good time chatting. But, all right, so I imagine Rick is probably signed off because Scout and Byrne were going to bed. By the way, Vinny, the Scout is his daughter and Byrne is his son. And so I'm going to sign off too. Thanks, guys. This has been fun and appreciate the support of the channel. And yeah, thanks very much. So, Vinny, enjoy your Joomla site and God bless.